All right, let's turn to weather. It's a big night. I mean, that's really all I have to say. Kids are going to be out, parents are going to be out, everybody's out. So what do we have to look forward to, if anything, Peyton?
Well, for right now, nothing, which is fantastic for all the trick-or-treaters getting all fancied up at home and trying to head outside with their sleeping bag maybe cover. That's what I used to use, or maybe it's their yellow pumpkin. Regardless, we've got to anticipate some changes as we head through the night. We've got a winter weather advisory that's been expanded upon. That now includes Cuyahoga, Lake, and inland Ashtabula County. Since this morning, Geauga County was already included. And what the National Weather Service means by really issuing these is that is the most probable place to see some pretty decent accumulating snow factors. And we'll talk about totals coming up in just a second. But you can see the timeline of this is about 8 p.m. until about mid-morning tomorrow. So that means the kids should be home from about trick-or-treating at that time frame. Again, a clean sweep on radar. We don't even have a spotty shower to chat about right now. But our temperatures are pretty chilly. We are in the low to mid 40s, but it feels like the mid to upper 30s. So there is the chill factor. If the kids are heading out or you're still bundling them up, add the winter accessories to their wardrobe tonight or whatever they plan to be. I know that they probably don't typically wear gloves, but tonight they're going to. As we go through the next several hours, we will stay pretty cloudy, and then we add a few showers as we approach 7, 8 o'clock. And that's where some of these passing snowflakes will come into consideration. I don't think we actually get considerable amounts of snowfall in some locations until we hit tomorrow morning, as the lake effect will actually take hold of our immediate forecast. But where is it all coming from? Well, this area of low pressure is pretty easy to point on out. There's active snowfall through the state of Wisconsin, all the way back to Michigan too, and vice versa, and down to Indiana and back through Chicago. And there's a lot happening over Lake Michigan and various lakes. And that is just the catalyst and the idea as to what's going to happen through Northeast Ohio and the Buckeye State, and points even further east. So where does it head? Well, it's pushing itself further to the east. As it does so, we get the actual front to zoom on through, and I think we get a pretty decent line of some of this snow to come on through too. Again, it is very warm, the ground that is, and so an immediate stick is not a huge factor here. But tomorrow morning, or even close to midnight tonight, we've got a northerly wind component, so that fires up the lakes. Remember, the lake is very mild in temperature right now, and we get very cold air aloft, and that really picks up those particles and can turn them into snowfall when it wants to obviously be a little convective in nature. This is a closer view for you. So this is 7 o'clock. The kids are out trick-or-treating. Some of you dealing with a passing shower, maybe a snowflake further west, closer to parts of Richland and Ashland County, just north of Mansfield at the moment. But this starts to pick up some movement as we go forward. But this is midnight tonight. So if you're trying to maybe wait up to see all of this action that's going to be outside, I think it's going to be best around midnight and early tomorrow morning. And a lot of you, these could include some moderate bursts of some snow action too. It's hard to even transition verbiage to you as a meteorologist because we haven't talked about snow in a hot second. By 8 tomorrow morning, a lot of you are dry and you have sunshine around, but we will have some lingering bands coming off the lake of some lingering lake effect in your National Summer on the Hour forecast. So how much snowfall? A lot of you are asking and pointing the finger at the screen right now. Just a light dusting, generally speaking, until you hit those locations that were included in that winter weather advisory. You have the potential at a few inches. But again, those considering factors, we've got a very warm ground. We also are going to have temperatures rebounding, and they're going to be pretty mild as we go through the second half of this week. So it's not going to last. It's just a little taste of winter we get. Temperatures tomorrow are going to be in the low 40s. We'll have that lake snow lingering for some of you, not for everyone. It's going to be a windy day, and by late day, we work in some additional sunshine. It's not going to feel very warm though. We've got that breeze in place, and it's going to lead to wind chill factors not only through the morning, sending the kiddos out to the bus stop, you getting off to work in the upper 20s. Some of you could feel like the mid-20s further inland, and as you head on home or any of your plans for the middle of the week, it's still going to feel like we're in the mid-30s, so it's going to be a very chilly one. In your Union Home Mortgage extended forecast, if you're looking for relief, I have it here for you. As we go through Thursday, Friday, and even approach the day on Saturday, we have sunshine to work with, and our temperatures are close to where we should be for this time of the year, which is about 60 degrees. And then the Browns play on Sunday. And of course, the weather has to change in your Union Home Mortgage forecast. We've got rain showers as the Browns take on the Cardinals here. And then we've got lingering chances for other wet weather by the early part of next week. But we're not talking about snow next week. We're talking about plain old rain.
Okay. That's better.
It is what it is.
Yeah, you know what, it is what it is, and we'll work around it just like we are
Yeah.
tonight. We're gonna bundle up those kids, and it's all gonna be good.
Perfect.
Peyton, thanks.